Hi folks, and welcome to this recorded Miniature Modelling Mayhem live hobby event. The event you're about to watch is basically a live recording of one of our painting chats, as we call them. These are held by the Miniature Modelling Mayhem community members. We normally have one a day, but most of the time they're not recorded. However, we felt it would be really useful to people to give you an idea of what actually goes on in these, for us to stick a recording or two up and let you watch or listen while you're painting and determine if it's something you want to be involved in. The painting chats are very informal. There will be some adult language in them. There are some periods of silence. Hopefully there's nothing too lengthy, and you'll get the idea that these tend to be when everybody's busy painting or focusing. I hope you enjoy. Feel free to stop by our community either on Facebook or Google+. You'll find us just by searching for Miniature Modelling Mayhem. We're a very friendly bunch. Feel free to stop by. Hope you enjoy this recording and it gives you a good idea of what goes on. I apologise for all the in-jokes that might not be readily apparent from this one recorded episode. Thanks, enjoy.
Beautiful. That's absolutely stunning, isn't it? My
I'm
goodness,
just in for a few minutes, so I'm okay either way.
No worries, Ed. Thanks.
Have you showed these on your? Have you showed these on your blog before, Dave? The Bavarians?
Yeah, they're on the blog, but they're quite old.
Right, so I need
You
to
need
go
to
back.
search for the Napoleonic session on the blogs because I've not done 28 mils like this for a while.
No, they're stunning.
But I mean, you've got these guys that he's got his arm bent back, slashing. You then got the guy. This whole squadron's painted as if it's been hit by a canister. You know, there is a whole squadron in amongst that lot. It's so I'll find some more. Then hang on.
Ed, if it's any consolidation, I preferred the trip for lunch with you that day than this Napoleonics.
Heresy.
Well, the miniature proper wargaming, boys.
The miniatures are lovely, Dave, but no, they are nice. I'm just kidding on.
Oh, look at that! That horse really looks as if it's fallen.
Yeah. So what you have to do is take it off its base completely, resolder it on, take his sword off completely, make some new belts, bend him round, solder the horse back on with its nose down.
That's stunning.
Also on this one, if you look at the back, you've got the trumpet. So the trumpet's made from wire and solder, which is then soldered on around him. So that's all free. That's how you get the movement out of it, by making things free.
Dave, have you got a YouTube channel?
No.
You never thought. I mean, you've got an iPad. You never thought.
Oh, I can do it. Yeah.
Because you know your knowledge and skill at doing the conversions and the figures you've got. You know, a lot of people would love that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's true. I mean, there's a simple thing here with the guy here. So you're leaning into a horse. He's going to turn his feet as if he. So his feet are in the stirrups. You've got to turn them and bend them, so you're pushing into them. Just little things like that make the movement.
Just to catch the movement. And
these have all got pin swords, which are flattened on a metal anvil and put in. The whole unit is there's 24 figures in these units, and there are no two figures the same. Every one of them's got work done to them. So
I'm sorry to distract you.
It's a labour of love when you do it. You know.
Is that the scabbard for the trumpeter coming out the left hand side?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna sign off. I got a cough coming on.
No worries.
See you later.
See you later, Ed.
Yeah. Poor Ed never even got a chance to say anything
His
there.
sword out with scabbard.
A bit of bad cold, I think Ed had. Yeah.
The guy pulling his sword out is.
I've lost your picture, Dave. Oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
That's nice, eh? Very nice.
That's it. No two
Good
figures the same.
Lovely. Lovely horses too. I'm sorry to distract you from your year you were doing the night, Dave. That's brilliant. Thanks very much for that, Dave.
I think he's frozen now again.
I'll lower my bandwidth and see.
That'll be something in Dave's end.
Is that not what you make your paint Napoleonics, Jamie?
No.
Honestly?
No.
You're a hard man to inspire.
No, I prefer the smaller scales. I'm not a big fan of the 28mm stuff now.
Are you away there, Edzard?
Yeah, just put some laundry in the washer and.
You missed a master class on converting 28mm Napoleonics. It was brilliant.
What did I miss?
Oh, and we converted every figure in the unit converted from connoisseur range figures Napoleonics 28mm. Very old school, very lovely.
That's it. Oh, Dave left already?
I had a bit of bother with this.
Oh, it's internet. Because I saw Ed joining as well.
Yeah, he came on, tried to say hello, but he just got talked over, so.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he was bored with the cold,
He was at work anyway, he said.
Alright, yeah.
I don't think he would have been talking much anyway.
Right, I'm gonna try and finish these 3 horsemen. Doesn't sound like much when you say it.
I know. I'm going to try and finish 7 Prussian grenadiers. And it doesn't sound like much either, you know?
Mm.
I wouldn't mention I've got 115 World War II Germans in front of me then.
Yeah, but you'll only
And 5 guns.
They'll only give it 5 guns. Right?
You're actually doing something on these chats. Most of us are just, this is just hobbyism.
Yeah, I'm mass production. I'm the Henry Ford of the painting chats.
He was a Nazi.
Exactly.
Yeah, live, by the way.
He got the highest Nazi commendation from Hitler.
I'm returned. The internet has thrown me out. I'm back.
I know it.
So there you go.
Ed.
Yeah, I probably should do some videos because the skill will die.
Nice.
Especially with the soldering iron.
A lot of people find that inspiring, Dave, especially myself.
Yeah.
The amount of people that you ask you about head swaps, you know how you do head swaps?
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy. I've only got 6 fingers, but easy peasy.
Yeah. Yeah, trouble is you have to be in the mood for them.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
snapping and drilling and cutting. And...
Yeah. Snapping, drilling, cutting, soldering. So. Yeah. Anyway, never mind showing off. I'll get back to doing horses.
No, thoroughly enjoyed that. Sorry for distracting you.
That's alright. Don't mind that. In the slightest. Yeah. Connoisseur, favourites. Do
then-
all sorts with them.
And then elites. Do you like elites as well?
I like the infantry. I don't like the horses. He can't do horses to save his life.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the old infantry stuff is not bad. So, I actually really like front rank for painting. Especially the very, very new stuff. Some of the stuff they've done, but
Jamie,
Yes.
will we drop the live?
No, it's cool.
here we go. We're into have this lot done, ready for paint. The old spears are soldered into their hands.
Oh wow! I just used super glue.
It'll break. This won't.
Well,
Not with the amount of super glue that SR uses.
yeah.
Nah. Well, you should have been on last night. You see, you could have seen me soldering the beggars. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
It's dead easy. You know how to do it. You only lose the first few figures you play on.
Yeah.
But you've got plenty in the lead pile, haven't you?
Well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't we all?
Yeah. Yeah. No, so I put them in with a bit of solder and they're solid. They don't move. They don't break. They don't do anything. You know. In fact, the solder's the strongest part. It's solder is stronger than the white metal we're in. So
Yeah.
I would tend to work on the.
Doesn't it melt the white metal, or?
Not if you know how to solder properly. It's only 400 degrees up on the end of the iron tip. You're all right. It's all to do with how you do it. If you keep a soldering iron on a piece of metal, it will melt it into a block. But if you do a nice hot iron with plenty of decent flux and it's clean, you only touch it for a fraction of a second and it's gone. You're done. So I would describe it as painting with metal. Basically, you just go and you pull it and you flow it. It's metal onto a figure. A file takes it off, or a Dremel. So if you put a little bit too much on, you just reshape it with a Dremel.
All right. Yeah.
And of course, what you've got no, you actually have no physical join. There's nothing to fail because it's all part of the figure because it is all metal. It's all together. So very, very old school at the desk. Learned at the at two places as an apprentice in my day job with an artificer instructor who taught us how to solder on pain of death, getting it wrong, and then at the knee of Doug Mason, doing it with soldiers. So
Doug Mason.
Yeah. just cost you a few beers with Dougie. So.
I had a woodwork teacher that used to show you woodwork with pain of death.
Yeah.
I think everybody used to throw a lump of wood at you. It wasn't a bit.
Yeah. It's pretty much that.
Just a short 3x2.
Yeah. Nobody was going home until you've soldered this right, boy. Yeah, thanks for that. You know.
I wonder if he's still about. Just to lob a piece of wood at people.
That's it. Gone are the days, I suspect.
I suppose I should try and paint something.
Well,
Instead
it
of
is
just
a
sitting.
painting chat. It's not a buying
Well-
chat yet.
I've not bought anything yet, so
Jamie, you're starting to make me think that you've come into some money at some point.
Yep.
Yeah, some power. You went from, oh well, you watch what I'm spending to, woohoo, every night eBay.
Yep. That's what happens when you're not paying rent.
Alright. I just thought it's because you'd moved down south, you know.
No, just not paying rent.
He's only
Yeah,
got
higher.
a Stockton. That doesn't really count as south.
It does for us. My nose bleeds every step I take, mate. Lower altitude and everything.
Yeah.
I'm nearly by the seaside and everything. It's mental.
Mm. Yeah, well, you'll get East Coast weather tomorrow. Fog and sea fret. No temperature. The rest of the country will be baking in pretty pleasant temperatures, and we'll have fog.
That's all right. Where Paul is, there'll probably be a foot of snow. So
It was just kind of slightly warm today.
Yeah.
You know, I had my coat on, thinking, my raincoat on, thinking, but I think,
It was 25 degrees here today, Paul.
no.
You can go off, people.
That's why you're all so tall. You're reaching for the sky. We were about 11, I think.
Yeah. Positively tropical.
Yeah. With highs of 14 in places.
taps off weather.
That's taps off.
Taps off weather.
So I'm going to this show tomorrow, and I'm not decided on whether I'm going to.
Is that
Black
Falkirk? Is it Falkirk tomorrow?
Yeah, Falkirk, Carronade. I'm not 100%. I've got samurais in my head.
Don't do it.
See, I went and bought some War of the Roses stuff. No, not War of the Roses. 100 Year War stuff. 15 mil last year, and I've never touched them. Never touched them.
Don't do samurai. So hard to paint.
Yeah. I'm maybe looking for something a bit easier, like a saga.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I'll ask Martin at Warbases if he would consider, because it would be brilliant if we had a Russian ammunition. You never know, he might say maybe, and then you can keep on pressing him.
Not to lose.
I've been pestering.
Just ordered a pile of markers from him.
They do good kit.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've ordered a pile of markers for him for the big Sudan game I'm doing in June. Ran a play test for it a few weeks ago, and I need a few more chits and markers for it. I thought I'll get Martin to make them. It's a quick email and a quick email exchange, and they're on the way. I got an email in today saying they're on the way, which is good. So
Great service.
yeah, they're always really good.
What shows will you be doing your game at, Dave?
I'm gonna do. There's one on Teesside on the 9th of July. Muster at the Showground, which is at the Queen's Campus in Stockton. I'm gonna do. I think I'll put the Sudan game on there. I've got a game 9th, 10th, 11th of June, I think it is, down in Warwick, which is for one of the forums, a military gentleman forum, and then I'll probably do the Battleground one in the late end of the year again at Stockton. I might do Leeds as well, maybe. We'll see how that goes later in the year. So.
There's quite a few of you that do it together.
Usually 2 or 3 of us can do stuff, and we'll take it from there. I mean, this will all be participation, because the Sudan, the idea is you take over a battalion of you.
You're breaking up, Dave.
That you, Gary?
Is that you? It's me. Yes, it's me.
One of Leicester. How did you go on, Gary? I don't really try unless.
Who?
How did you, Newcastle, go on?
We need 3 more points.
Out of 2 games?
Yeah.
And these are safe?
More than likely, yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Then,
Good luck, buddy.
Then next year, the title.
Next year, the title.
Like I say every year.
I would have just thought not being beaten by Middlesbrough would be enough.
If they go up.
Yeah, you're right there.
If
they don't bottle it again.
Yeah, if we don't go down, yeah.
And if you don't go down, yeah.
We're live, Gary, just so you know.
Oh, good.
You missed that there. Dave was telling us, was showing us his stuff. He's sold at his 28 mils connoisseur Napoleonic.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Well, I have to say, I'm very impressed with the camel core that I saw today.
Yeah, I love it.
In the blue uniforms, very good.
Oh, yes. Yeah, okay. Good, but I was going to go to town on them, but I'm going to save that. I've got one more squadron to do with that, and I'm going to do those guys properly. I'm just getting those done. So.
Well, if that's your half approach to it, Dave, then I'm very impressed, mate.
Yeah, I guess it is. It's that was just I want to get them completed, so there was no extra OTT-ness on those ones, I have to say.
Right. No, I mean they're lovely figures, but you still have to paint them.
Aye.
And what you've done on those is excellent stuff, mate. Yeah. Very good.
Did you not fight in this Sudan, Gary?
No, I ran away.
Well, they don't like it up them, you know.
They don't like it up them, Mr. Menrin. They don't like it up them.
Yeah.
No, it's a great period. That very good, interesting stuff going on there.
Yeah.
And it's again one of those things that kids don't learn at school. They don't learn about Marlborough. They don't know about Omdurman. They don't know about all these things. So it's good to be keeping it alive.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's one of my favourite periods. All of that stuff. It's an incredible period of history. So.
Because Kitchener was there as well, wasn't he?
He was, yeah, 1898, yeah.
He commanded, didn't he?
He commanded the Camel Corps to rescue Gordon.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. And then you actually, because they abandoned the Sudan from 1885 until 1898, and then came back again later. So there's lots there. It's different. It's what I like is the variety of things that you've got with it. You've got some of the famous regiments of the British Army, and you've got all things like the Naval Brigade. You've got the fact that it's the last battles where the red tunics were worn.
Yeah.
Things like that. There's a real divergence of things there. So. Eventually, I'll have finished painting them. Maybe.
So, are you doing what we call native troops as well? The Egyptians were there, weren't they?
Yes, I've got Egyptians. I've got 3 or 4 battalions of Egyptians already, so you can do the Egyptians from about 1882. The lead box behind me contains numerous Sudanese and Egyptian battalions in a state of unpaintedness. Once I've got this table that is now full of shininess ready to paint and done, they'll be next. So I've got a bunch there. And plus I've got the Indian Army units as well that need doing. That came across, so I'll be getting those done as well. But, I did manage to get the Bengal Lancers done though, so I've done those. So.
What was Hitler's favorite movie? Life of a Bengal
Lancer, yeah, that's right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, it's not bad actually. Right.
They go in the brown pile.
Yeah.
You finished your challenge yet, Gary?
Yeah.
Is this your next batch you're on?
Yeah, and these are just about finished because I want to get onto some cavalry.
Yeah.
Although I did get 2 boxes today. I got some French Carabiniers, the Italieri set, and I also got some more Uhlans, which is the Zvezda set. So I'm toying with which ones I should do really next.
That sounds like Napoleonics.
Yeah, well, it does.
But I think I might still stick with the Cromwell's cavalry, to be honest. I think I'll do that.
I'm going to my parents maybe tomorrow or on Sunday. I'll definitely look for the figures.
Yeah, the pikemen I'm in desperate need of, Ed.
All right.
Desperate need.
Do you need the guns as well?
That would be even better, mate.
All right. I think I have. I had 2 boxes of guns and 3 of infantry.
Well, if you're not going to use them, so...
I'm not going to do anything with them.
Actually, I was thinking about buying the hat pikeman to join in with these musketeers that I've got. If you've got the pikeman would go with this set, it would be even better because at least it'll be the same size.
Yeah.
And the same sculpting.
Yeah, it's just the same style in general. Yes, that's good. I know in what kind of box they are, I think. So, pretty good chance I'll find them. But
well, when you get back to your 8-bedroom mansion, Ed, have a look around. It's be the West Wing or something, isn't it?
No, it'd be the attic.
Oh, it'll be attic, yeah.
You can just send one of the servants to have a look.
Yeah, somewhere in the manse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, somebody mentioned Bengal Lancers. I might just have tweaked a few of those.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Really nice.
Wait.
Love the turbans on those.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Got my quality up here.
Oh, the flags are good as well.
Yeah.
On the lances.
Penance, dear boy.
Penance, that's.
Lovely.
Yeah, just take the arm off and reposition it a little bit. Again, no two figures the same.
Carbons are gorgeous, aren't they?
Yeah. I do like painting cavalry.
Yeah. No, I enjoy painting horses too.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like it.
No,
I like it too. I don't like painting leopard skin.
No?
Well, not in 50mm, no.
I used to hate painting horses, but I really enjoy it now since I've started putting ink on them.
Yeah.
I just can't get them to stand still long enough.
Otherwise, they look like zebras.
I think as this group is growing, it's really nice to see that we've got different genres coming in. You know, whereas previously we had about 3 or 4. Now we've got, you know, with you coming on, Dave, which is really great.
Yeah.
You know, you're doing Camel Corps and Omdurman and the Sudanese War. It's really good to see that.
Yeah. Oh, I'll always do something madness and different. It's.
Well, does that give you the enjoyment of doing it, though?
It does.
Yeah.
I like uniqueness. I like. For these guys, I mean, I like having something that nobody else has got.
Mm.
You know, I like to be able to do it. I mean, even if it was standard, it's not that usual for people to have it.
Mm.
But then to be able to go, right, I'm going to make this, and nobody else will have like a unit that's like this ever. You know.
Well, I mean, how many years have you been painting, Dave?
40.
Yeah. So you've probably done everything anyway at some point.
I've done loads of World War II. I've done Malburian. I've done Napoleonics. The only thing I've not really touched is Ancients. You know.
Right.
And there's a little itch to scratch of Romans, but other than that, I've probably done loads. American Civil War. I've done those. You know, and I'm back to the stuff that I like doing. So, I think I first painted my first Airfix stuff when I was 5. Some paint on a period where I didn't do anything for 10, 11 years, but it never left. It was always there. It's just life was too busy, you know. So
yeah.
But it's now back in spades, I have to say. I can get lost on an evening for 3-4 hours, no problem. I want to get.
Go on.
You go. I've always had an itch to do a very, very big Sudan game. You know, out of the old War Games Illustrated, miniature War Games, Peter Gilder's stuff. You know, that kind of size of it. I mean, I've got that amount of figures already, and I'm just topping it up with a few more bits and bobs. I'm going to be doing a very, very big game, and I just keeps me sane, keeps me going.
Yeah. So you got Gatling guns and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Gatling guns, Nordenfelds, screw guns, a lot. I've got 1,000 Mardists on foot. They're fairly angry. I'm just finishing off another mounted, which will take the Mardist mounted up to about 100. You know, so. It'll get done. It's been something that's been, as I've said the last few nights. I've been at this project for 5 years on and off. It'll probably take me this year to finish it, and then. Have you ever call a project finished?
Nah.
You know, there's always little bits of more to do. There's some little vignettes. And, yeah, there's a. I'll show you a good one in a. Hang on then. Right. Where are we? I had a daft idea. I was reading a book, so you can see the base of it, but now you can see the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
The balloon.
The balloon's gone up.
The balloon's gone up.
We had that discussion a few weeks ago about what the balloon's gone up actually means.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it means.
Yeah.
It means the bombardments are about to start.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, they first used, I think the British Army first used balloons in the Sudan. 1885, building the railway from Suakin into Berber. I thought, I need to make a balloon.
Yeah.
An old polystyrene thing for sticking flowers in, a bag that came with a bag of onions, you know, a bit of bulk.
Well, it works.
Make this, and it works. You know?
Yeah, it works. Yeah, I like it.
It was a fantastic problem solved about how I'm going to do it. It's done. It's there. So.
It's very smart.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's great.
It's just madness. But,
No, I was just going to ask you, you know, what sort of terrain you do.
Yeah.
But that sort of comes into terrain because it's not figures.
It does. It does. So, funny enough, I'm really glad the weather's supposed to be good this weekend. I've actually got.
Tell me where you're from, mate.
Well,
the weather's going to be glad.
It's not raining. And that counts as good from the northeast.
Yeah.
So, I bought a plastic backed dust sheet from Screwfix that was 12 foot by 12 foot. I cut it in half, so it's 12 foot by 6, 2 lots of them. And it's a really good desert colour. So it's going to be on the lawn tomorrow, being sprayed and painted and textured to make a very large plain surface,
right.
Which you can just roll up and roll out. So I should get 24 by 6 or 12 by 12 out of it in one form or another. The beauty of it is, cost me a tenner out of Screwfix. A little bit of PVA glue, a little bit of sand, a little bit of paint. I'll probably get it done for 20 quid.
You ever considered doing a 19 by 1 table, Dave?
I could do that. It's true.
The general consensus on these chats is that 19 by 1's by far the best gaming size.
Yeah,
I have played a game on the one that was 24 by 1.
See?
There we go.
You believed me?
Which was the battle of the Battle of Auerstadt, if I remember right. Which 1806 Prussians being whooped by the French.
So it was a retreat along the line for that.
They're all
I wouldn't say it was the best gaming table, but it's certainly the most mentioned. Repeatedly.
It's the best.
You need 3 trees to make it good.
Alright, Stephen.
Evening, you alright?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Stephen.
How's it going?
Did you tell Stephen it was live?
No.
It's live.
That's alright, I've been watching. For a couple of minutes. So I've got a crappy internet connection tonight. Everyone keeps coming out. So.
see
I'm
Paul on
gonna
there.
head off, guys.
Ready?
I'm gonna head off, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
See you
So,
later.
see you again.
Good night, Scott.
Alright, bye.
Mr. Abraham.
This isn't a euphemism, but introduced Myling to a walnut whip tonight.
Did you know?
Yeah.
Did that cost you €50?
Ho, ho, ho. First time she'd ever tasted one. Quite enjoyed it.
You never go back once you've had one.
Enjoyed the walnut.
Mm.
The whip was a bit too sweet.
Yeah. It's a bit sickly, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where are you broadcasting from? From Utrecht, where we belong.
I'm not in Utrecht at the moment, Gareth.
Yeah.
Near enough. It's all foreign.
Same country.
Paul's soldiers are dressed in ranks. Jamesy spends his cash on tanks.
You have a free time today at work.
Yeah. Write the theme tune, sing the theme tune.
Must be great working in IT.
Yeah. There are several more rude verses, but I won't go into them seeing as we're live.
Yeah.
Because it has to rhyme, and one of the lines is, why do you all paint and sit?
Hi, Andrew.
So make up your own rhyme to that one.
Paint and sit?
Why do you all paint and sit? We all spend nights talking. And so it goes on.
And so it goes. And on that note, chaps, I'm going to call tonight quits. Because tomorrow night is Undercoat.
Oh.
Now, have we got Paul on?
No,
see
no,
Paul?
he's
No,
not.
he's not on.
Paul Elliott.
That's all right. We'll show him how to do it
Tomorrow night.
So.
Is that you away, Dave?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. I've got a paint desk full of unpainted.
A lot of troops.
Need to be undercoated tomorrow.
All right.
Camels, navel.
So Dave, before you go, do you actually paint the figures on the horses? Do you stick them on the horses' foot?
The camel car I have, the cavalry I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
The horses I'm going to oil, so I'll keep them off, but the camels can get sprayed, so. May as well just keep them on. It's just as easy. It's just more work to not do it. So.
I like a man who uses oil. You'll have to show me your oil work when you've.
I'll do it next week. We shall do it.
Yeah, definitely.
See, you can see how it gets done. So.
Yeah.
And then we'll see where we go from there, guys. All right, guys.
Good So you heard it here first, folks. Next week we're oiling up.
Oiling up. Stuff Dave does really could do with a YouTube video, eh?
Oh, isn't this a YouTube video?
It's all his progress of Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Yep. Using a soldering iron.
Is that to get rid of the flash?
No, he uses it for converting as well.
Head swaps, arm swaps.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like Bill using power tools.
Yeah. Before you
Bill
go,
painting samurai. Arizona's very dry.
Jeez.
I'm always amazed at how your brain works, Granny.
It's very random, mate. Edzard sat next to his bong. Mark is shouting splitters all night long. And many more. When I've cut the album, I'll let you know.
I'll just download it, Gary. I'm not going to pay for it.
Just download it. Stream it. We'll just stream it.
€5 on it.
The karaoke remix.
I'll buy it if you put a cover of the Macedonia album on.
Yeah, that's a good idea, yeah. I was thinking about that as well.
How do you paint bricks?
I use orange.
Individually. That's gold.
Orange brown. It's good color.
Right.
I'm sure there's a terracotta kind of colour.
Yeah, I do a mix of white, red, and brown to get a terracotta effect.
Yeah, this guy's got bricks on his base. I'm going to need to figure out how to do something with them.
Or you can download some free bricks from one of those railway sites. Paul Alba lives in the sticks. James is worrying about his bricks. The gift that keeps on giving, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Before I get thrown off. Right. That's all your eggs done. That's good.
Is that an alcohol-assisted song or a non-alcohol-assisted song?
It was a sitting on my arse all day talking about bloody software assisted song. God, it dragged on.
You have to put on your little moustache at the end.
Yeah. At one point I did say, what would Cromwell have done at this point? He'd have said, enough. We've either got it or we haven't. We're trying to change the entire network from, installing stuff one by one into you do it once and then you just give it to whoever needs it over a network. So I'm getting all these arguments from people saying, well, we don't know where the license numbers are, we don't know where the software is, we don't know that. And I'm saying, I don't really give a shit. If you haven't got it, it's not going on. Next question. See you later. It's called tough love, mate. That was the point I mentioned Cromwell.
Carronade tomorrow.
Carronade.
I'm annoyed I'm missing it. Sorry, Gary.
You're not talking Gaelic to each other now, are we?
No, we're just talking spending opportunities.
Tanks!
I think actually the last couple of times I've been to Carronade I've not bought tanks, I've bought spaceships.
Good grief.
And tomorrow, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow too.
Just down the road from my dad's as well. Nice to go.
Definitely is one worthwhile going to if you're plan up this neck of the woods, you know.
Yeah.
Because it is a cracking show.
Is it big, is it?
How big would you rate it, Jamie, compared to the ones you've beaten down in?
I would say it's bigger than York.
Is it really?
Yeah. It's in like 2 big sports halls and 2 smaller sports halls, but and a couple of other areas. But yeah, I'd say it's bigger than the York one. Certainly the biggest one in Scotland.
About the same size as the Sheffield one then. That's
I've not been to the Sheffield.
The Bound by alone is worth a look because they change every hour.
Right.
They're constantly getting new sellers coming in with new gear. It's really good how they do it. It's only £2 per table for for the sellers. They just set up on the table. You don't need to hire the table around you, mate. You just
Yeah, you just pay your £2. Excuse me, guys.
So tomorrow, Gary, I'll have a look out for you for some of those Swedish or
Yeah, that'd be nice.
just in case, and anything that's a good deal in 1/72 scale Napoleonic plastics or anything like that.
Yeah, or English Civil War would be nice.
English Civil War. I'll have a nosy, you just never know. Because sometimes you get someone selling a bucket for a daft price.
No, that'd be great.
And Ed, your Romans.
Alright, yeah. Corvus Belli. Auxilia Cavalry.
15 mil Romans. Probably nothing, but you never know.
Do you know what I'd really like?
Mm-hmm.
It's a howitzer, a Napoleonic howitzer at 72nd scale.
Of what nation? Of French?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Any howitzer. I've got a thing about howitzers at the moment. Because it's always, cannon. But you never see a howitzer.
Yeah, that's had howitzers.
Well, Marlborough had them.
Sorry?
They've had howitzers for a long, long time. They're 18th century ordnance, but you rarely see them. So basically, I want a gun pointing up.
Yeah?
A gun pointing up is what I want.
Russian
Or
unicorn.
even mortars would be nice as well, because even in the Civil War they had mortars. At Agincourt they had mortars.
Really?
Mm.
Weren't they siege
It's a
weapons?
primitive. Yeah, it's a primitive piece of artillery. So it's been around for a long, long time. The Chinese had mortars.
Wow.
They certainly had mortars at the Siege of Malta, which is what, 1485, something like that.
Oh wow.
So they've been around a long time.
In the Netherlands, we have these tiny mortars.
Mm.
They're called Koehorn mortars.
Right.
But you probably know Vauban.
Mm.
The
Even though I
French
don't
guy.
speak Dutch, just keep telling me.
Vauban is French.
Yeah.
He
Vauban, the fortress, yeah.
fortresses, yeah, and Koehorn is the Dutch equivalent.
Yeah.
Is a Dutch guy that did the same.
Yeah.
And they built and sieged each other's fortresses all the time.
Mm.
That's why they got so good at building them.
And that's the ones with all the straight lines and pentacles and
Yeah, bastions.
yeah, and low lying as well, so that the cannon shot would just bounce off and go over their heads,
Yeah,
rather
exactly.
than walls, because they could knock the walls down. So it changed fortification. They even have them at Alnwick Castle in Northumberland, which is a medieval fortress, but outside it, it's got the Vauban type defences now.
Mm.
And Berwick as well. Berwick, the city on the border with Scotland's got the same thing. So this came round about Tudor times, didn't it? And just after that.
Yeah. When is the Tudor times?
1485 to 1625.
All right. Yeah, that's about right.
Battle of Bosworth Field was 1485. James I became king in 1625.
It's just before the Dutch Revolution. That's the Spanish.
Mm. I thought Queen Elizabeth was giving the Dutch money, and she was queen from 1485 to 1625.
Yeah, yeah.
And she sent the Earl of Leicester over to become ruler.
Yeah, and he pissed us off, and then...
Yeah, he pissed you off, and then still said he was ruler of Holland, even though nobody liked him.
Wow. He's an Englishman.
Yeah. Oh, cheers. Yeah. You'd rather the Spanish, would you? So yeah, you're between a rock and a hard place there, aren't you? You know.
Yeah.
And he didn't really do a lot for the Dutch, to be honest. Made a lot of promises and didn't keep them.
Nobody ever does.
Mm.
Nobody ever.
Well, in politics.
No, you get elected through promises. It's actually keeping the promises is the difficult bit. And that's another one done. These musketeers I'm rattling off one by one, and they keep saying to me, "There's no pikeman. Has Edzard forgotten us? Does he hate us? Has he been to the West Wing? Has
They
he
all-
sent the servant?
Oh, you made me ruin my figure, Gary.
It's called a guilt trip, mate. Why do we have no pikemen, Daddy? Because bad Uncle Edzard didn't go home this weekend. I'm sorry, children. Meine Kinder. Meine kleine Kinder Liebchens. No pressure, mate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, unfortunately, all I was able to find was more musketeers.
It's pretty good I can put pressure on you in another language, though, mate.
Oh yeah, I do speak German. Liebe Kinder. That's not Dutch at all.
Mein Liebchen, mein Vater, mein Mutter, Mutti, der Junge. Madchen.
Mädchen.
To you, it might be me.
What?
Diana Ross, did she know something about the Liebe Kinder?
Yeah. Should do the Smurf song in German next.
When I had a Nokia 3310, I programmed the Smurf song as my ringtone.
Dave posted up his Mamelukes in the MMM group. Stunning. Absolutely stunning.
I'll check that out in a minute.
Yeah, he really does some very good, high-quality figures.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, they're nice out there.
Oh, aye. See that Mameluke with the gun, the pistol? Unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Done it.
yeah, it's cool.
Did you drift? Like,
Even the colours.
or a crowded.
Great reference to follow the colours.
Mm-hmm.
That easy theatre going down. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. They're nice riggers, aren't
Love it.
they? What are they?
Sorry?
The 28mm, aren't they?
Connoisseur miniatures they are.
Yeah. Cool.
That's brilliant. Link for that in.
So, Gary, I think you missed it earlier because you weren't on yet, but Dutch Mark was talking about us doing a charity painting chat thing.
That sounds like a good idea to me. Yeah.
Want that influence with all our commercial interests?
Oh, yeah. I can see this as one live chat that I wouldn't be posting to YouTube.
Well, you can still post it. It's all pretty cryptic.
I've put a link into the chat there, will that be able to get seen afterwards? Could the Mamluk?
No.
No.
Oh wow.
If someone screen shares it should. I think.
Go for it, Jamie.
I'm busy.
I'll try and do it. I've never done it. Screen share.
Don't really know how to do this screen share. Yeah.
I don't either. Let's, that. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's have a look.
Hold on, I'll focus the camera on you because else every time someone talks it jumps. There we go.
There we go.
Mm.
Lovely.
Nice.
So the hands are done with solder when it converts the hands.
Yeah. Like the that guy there, it looks like the horse is falling over,
Brilliant.
holding the reins and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
In control of the eagle.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So what the hell's a Mamluk anyway?
Hey, Mamluk. When Napoleon went over to Egypt, ended up kind of recruiting some troops from the area. But they were very fancily dressed. He came up against Mamluks in the time in Egypt, and he introduced them into the guard. They were brigaded with the chasseurs à cheval of the guard.
Right.
However,
They weren't all Mamluks at the end.
no.
What have you got to say, Gary?
However,
Mm-hmm.
the original Mamelukes fought the Mongols. They were dressed in armor. They were slave soldiers.
Yeah, and then they rose up.
Yeah, and they eventually became the rulers of Egypt, being sent into battle by some fop. So yeah, the Mamelukes were the first Western troops that beat the Mongols. The Mongols were unstoppable, and they were the first group to actually stop them in their tracks.
Right.
Was that after the Mongols?
The Battle of Manzikert.
It's because the Mongols never went to the Netherlands.
No, because they got stopped at Poland as well. They
Yeah.
got stopped in Egypt and they got stopped at Poland. So yeah, the Mamelukes were originally slaves who were recruited to fight for the Egyptians.
It's like the Spartan helots.
Yeah, so they got them from everywhere. They got them from the Balkans mainly, Circassians, Turks. They basically recruited the most warlike people they could find, enslaved them. They'd get them as boys, basically, you know, 5, 6, 7 years old, from what they considered to be the warlike races, and then made them Mamelukes. By Napoleonic times, they were more or less ornamental and mainly Turkish troops, because they were the only warlike people they could find at that time. But the original ones they got from everywhere, even Anglo-Saxons.
Is that your way of saying there was Scottish Mamluks?
There may well have been.
It's one of the warlike races.
Mm.
Fight over a fish supper.
That's my Mars bar.
Who's got a Mars bar like? You got a Mars bar?
Yes.
My Mars bar.
Great, there, have you a wee bit of history there.
But the thing is, I mean, the point that I'm trying to make is that the Mongols were bred for war. They were trained for war, like the Zulus and the Spartans. That was their culture. So the only way the Egyptians could counter that was to go one step further and enslave people to become groomed for war, bred for war. That was all they knew from a very early age. And they just made them tougher than the people they were coming up against, which is why they won. And the technology was slightly better as well. You know, they had better swords, better armor. The horses were better as well than the Mongols, which were basically steppe ponies that carried people for days and days. Whereas the Mamluks had Arab stallions. You know, that's where our Arab stallions come from. In a lot of ways, you know, they were bred to be fast, quick, hardy, and had a better diet than what you get in the places where the Mongols were. So they just had the edge militarily. And if they didn't fight, they'd be killed. So had to do it. Apart from that, everything was fine. And is it any surprise that they rose up and took control of the state?
Yeah.
You've created this monster, now the monster is now in charge. See you later.
Yes, that is surprising.
The one who beat the Mongols was a guy called Baibars, which is spelt in about 15 different ways. But if you look it up as Baibars, I think he was from the Balkans, possibly. Not certain. But he was the one who beat the Mongols. He was the commander.
And then he was crucified instead of Jesus, or the other way around?
No. He became the Sultan.
Oh, At the end of the Napoleonic Wars, a lot of them murdered in France.
Why?
The thing they done then.
So they didn't fight?
I don't know if they were seen as foreign troops or.
Well, I mean, if you look at what the Carthaginians were doing, they had a mercenary army. They didn't pay the army. They would rebel, and then have to raise another mercenary army to get rid of them. And the Egyptians were aware of this, so they thought, rather than all this mucking around, paying people, let's just use slaves, because we don't have to pay them. So that was their business plan, militarily. Let's just use slaves instead. And some navies were doing that in ancient times as well. You know, they have slave rowers, whereas the Greeks were all free men who could vote, so they were slightly better because they had a vested interest. But the Egyptians just went the extra mile and said, we'll just employ slaves and make them fight.
Some of the Greeks used slaves as rowers, but Athens, big naval power, used highly trained professionals.
Yeah, they were all citizen rowers.
Good exercise.
No doubt they were built like poor brick houses.
Well, after a few weeks' rowing, you would be, yeah.
Well, you say that, but the diet was not that good.
What, the Athenian diet?
Well, any ancient culture.
They tended to die very young as well.
Yeah. Just wine and olives isn't really
Bread.
Mm.
I'm sure they would have had more to eat than that.
Yeah, no, that's true. But you see,
Hummus.
you see this in underdeveloped countries nowadays, where people, if there's a flu epidemic, the entire country stops, or a village. They just seem to suffer from what we would consider minor nuisances.
It's the benefits of modern medicine.
Well, it's not just medicine, it's also diet. I've read this thing about the Afghan National Army, which is mostly heroin addicts, or whatever, the poppies. They produce heroin, right?
Opium.
But also they're always sick because they don't really have a hearty constitution. Mm-hmm.
What African nation was that?
Afghanistan. Not really African.
I'm pretty sure you said African.
Afghan National Army.
You still said African.
Oh, we can watch it back.
Well, I'll put the subtitles on. What the subtitles say you said.
African.
African, yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I can think of an African country as well. It would be like Ethiopia, probably.
Should we just rewind manually? Where are you all coming from? Correct where we belong.
We've rewound too far. Back to the beginning.
Mark
He's painting tonight, Andy.
Sorry?
What are you painting tonight?
Just finishing French infantry. I got a big order came through today, so we've got quite a lot more Napoleonic stuff, old glory stuff. So,
Sure.
Artillery, Austrian artillery, hussars, and dragoons.
Oh, you're doing
More
commissions?
French young guard. No, I just want a big variety of armies, really. Yeah.
Oh, an order came through, so you ordered something and it arrived.
Yeah.
All right.
So
More shiny.
base undercoating all tomorrow, and hopefully start painting it.
Great film, isn't it? Great film. You get a delivery.
Sorry, I missed that.
It's a great feeling when you get a delivery in.
Yeah, it is. Looking through them and cleaning the flash off. Yeah, it is.
That's the bit that's the best for me. Cleaning the flash off. Love it.
Painting jams.
Mm-hmm.
We were about a charity thing earlier.
Yes.
So what sort of form would that take, do you think?
Well, other Mark's idea was that we do a 24-hour painting chat, but it be live through some sort of funding stream thing, and that the models, the miniatures we paint while on the painting chat, we then auction and donate the proceeds to, I think he was suggesting, cancer research.
Right.
A great idea.
Yeah.
But obviously we need to think of when we can do this and all that sort of stuff as well.
Yeah.
But just the base. Sorry, on you go.
I was going to say I'd need a bit of warning, like, to arrange it with Mike first. Before I start sitting here all day painting figures.
Yeah, well, I would do the same. So we'll need to organise all that. See what we're doing, what we can arrange and when and stuff. And
Yeah. That sounds like a good idea. Sure, I've got small figures somewhere I can paint up myself. Shall I?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll have something that we could do. That we could sell on. And it's just a matter of organising it so as we've got cover for painting chats and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll make sure if we do it that we've got people get plenty of notice and stuff. And
yeah.
It's just the outlines of an idea just now.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds good.
And not my idea, I hasten to add. I'm merely the messenger.
Good old Leicester.
Yeah, that's certainly something.
Brilliant. Premier League champion.
What happened with your darts or snooker or whatever pub sport you were watching the other night, Paul?
Pub sport. Mark Selby from Leicester won the World Championship. So in the same night, Tottenham drew 2-2, I think it was, with Chelsea, which meant that Leicester were Premier League champions. So brilliant. A great night. Leicester City.
Oh, you're a lifelong supporter, aren't you?
I certainly am.
Yeah, since they started winning.
Since they started winning. Just one of those fairy tale stories, isn't it?
Yeah. It just shows you, Gary, even your team's got a chance, so he's not here.
Really?
Must be. That joke was wasted. That was a good one as well.
Well, he can watch it back.
What are you doing tonight, Ed?
Well, 2-3 cavalrymen, and I'm gonna paint the base of my Romans brown.
We sit here and we're talking, and you don't really get a good view of what people are doing, and then when they post it afterwards, we're like, oh, that's really nice, that.
Yeah, it's always the case, isn't it? These webcams not really greatest quality.
Mm-hmm.
Which is good, it gives you a reason to visit the Facebook group and stuff.
Yeah. And I'll put them up as well.
One to catch Ed, actually. The Egyptian stuff he done, like smashing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that big monster thing.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're all kind of period, but it was like Jason and Argonauts kind of stuff.
His backdrop was stunning. The job he had done painting those mountains and stuff was brilliant.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, that's good.
Considering they free-handed them, they were like something out of an actual painting.
That's it.
Is that on the Facebook group, is it?
Yeah. Oh, it's really nice, dude.
Bob Ross style.
Was it on the Facebook group?
I think Google Plus.
Yeah.
What was it? Can you share it on the Facebook from the Google Plus? No. Yeah.
Probably. It shouldn't be a problem doing it. It depends what his privacy settings and stuff are, I think.
Yeah.
I think he shared it on his own Facebook. And I saw it on his blog as well. The backdrop's something I've been thinking about for even just taking pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Is that you working in another cavalry unit, Steve?
Yeah, well, Dragoons. The Dragoon Regiment. It's my last unit, and that's the army one.
Oh, nice.
Full army.
Stick it in a box and paint something else.
Never look at it again.
Never look at it again.
Oh.
The kids will sell it on eBay when I'm gone. Nah, I should be getting a game with them soon. Everyone's they'll keep in touch via emails and stuff, and they're all cracking on getting theirs done as well, so it'll be good.
You finished yours in like 5 months or something?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's pretty quick actually. I think. So I moved house as well.
Yeah.
I renovated a house. Yeah.
It's the power of the painting chats for you.
Definitely is. Definitely is. I was just gonna go to bed and then I saw this was on. I thought I could jump on that for 5 minutes. I've been sat here for an hour now. Oh,
We suck you in.
yeah.
Peer pressure.
I wasn't really thinking of painting tonight. Really fill out my week of film on that, so.
I didn't want to paint tonight, but hey ho. 115 of these bloody things to do, so. In just under 4 weeks.
Are they Shermans?
No, it's still German infantry. I don't have 115 Shermans, that would be ridiculous.
I thought it said 15. That would be ridiculous for you.
It wouldn't be, no.
I've got more than 15 Shermans to paint, so.
Did you see that post I shared on my timeline with the knocked out vehicles, German vehicles from Czechoslovakia?
Yeah.
Very impressive. So I shared a post that someone had put on who knocked out German and Russian vehicles just at the end of the war in Czechoslovakia.
Alright.
A lot of pictures I've never seen before, really. Impressive.
What was the vehicle at the back that you were saying?
Well,
it was the Herzer, and then it looked like something with an anti-aircraft mount or something on it.
It was a Hetzer that had an anti-aircraft gun in it, but it was Callum's. There was one that had a specially mounted one. I think it was down in Wenceslas Square in Prague, but this one was a modified Bergehetzer. It just had a defensive weapon in it. Yeah. Lots of Hetzers in the pictures, which was very interesting. I know there was a lot made, but you don't always see loads of pictures of them.
Oh, the Austrian army used them into the 50s. They produced their own, I think. After the war.
Surely the few use it too. Probably the Czechs would use it.
No, I don't think after the war they used them because they had to switch to Soviet gear. Yeah.
Alright.
All the.
Did the Swedes not have something like it?
STRV 10 or 112 or something it's called. It's like, yeah, it's similar.
The S-Tank.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the one. I think some of the ones that have been used in movies were them. Could be wrong then, but I just remember hearing it somewhere.
I thought the S-Tank was just a cheap way of doing a armoured vehicle.
No, it has a lowered profile and it can lower even further.
Yeah, I knew that. It's a perfect kind of defensive.
Yeah, it's not really just the price.
designed to stop the Ruskies.
Yep.
And theoretically, since I think the Swedes were attempting to be neutral. Where are they? They're not part of NATO, are they?
No.
Yeah, they are now. Oh, France wasn't even a member of NATO, so.
Aton.
Sorry?
Aton in France, is it not?
We'll go with it.
I thought they said NATO backwards. Or OTAN.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. There's on the ration boxes. On one side it says NATO, on the other side it says OTAN. French can do it. Something backwards.
Yeah.
That feeling you get when you're getting your final highlights on, and when you're getting near the end of figures, you just start speeding up.
Yeah. Favourite part of painting that for me, just nearly finishing and doing that last little bits. You know, so laborious blocking colours in and stuff. You get a bit boring, can't it?
Yeah, and they start to come to life just at that minute.
Yeah.
They're whining about their pikes not being there.
Nah, I still prefer the taking the flash off them. I think that's the.
I don't really mind that, to be honest.
Well, just clean them up. Sorry.
Best bet. There's nothing like sitting with 115 figures on a tiny file.
Yeah. That's what life's all about.
Yep. None of this climbing Everest and shite like that.
It's even better if you've got Zystorm ones or something like that, and you get the pleasure of drilling the hands out as well. That's great.
Somebody should do these German models with the hand grenades that you have to like put in place and stuff. That would be good.
Yeah.
Eyelashes to attach.
Yeah.
One by one.
I paint all my Germans as if they're wearing mascara anyway, so. I'm just doing the webbing. It's taking much longer than doing the bloody faces and hands did yesterday.
Will you have a chat on tomorrow night, you think?
Yep. Well, probably.
Yeah, I'll be on.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll be on as well.
Britain's got talent available. I'll be free for it.
You're not on it this year, Paul?
No, give it a wee miss.
That's a
Get
shame.
older, you know your voice.
Thought it was your dancing that was the selling point.
I had to downsize since the legs went.
I don't know, I saw that old granny on it the other year. She could still get the moves.
I've never seen it. I'd love to get Marlene on the X Factor. Yeah, she's got on. Say she's too old now. Yeah,
You say or she says?
no, Marlene says nothing, she's still do really well. You know, get Marlene to make some money. I could pay someone to paint all my toy soldiers.
I'll do it for you. Pro painted. 3 colours and a 3-inch brush. Sorted.
The genuine treatment.
I charge competitive prices.
I would send them down to you. I would have you do it. I'd clean them up and you could paint them, yeah. If the price is right.
Just depends how much is depends how much the price is.
It's tough, innit? You have to get your painter in this country.
I've never had temptation of anybody asking. So
You get people out there. Quite happy to have you paint the crypts and basins there.
I base them maybe.
Quality basin.
Aye. Draws the eye away for the fucking model.
Live.
Language, Timothy.
Language, Timothy.
Never seen that show, but you know.
Why do you all paint like this? 'Cause we like mannequin piss.
You just went away so you could think of that one, didn't you?
I did, yeah. And anyway, my laptop died, so that's why I had to come down. But good chat, guys. I shall see you at the next one.
Alright, Gary. Hey, you're wearing the white shirt you bought.
Yeah.
I just need to add the fez now.
Yeah.
The little book, yeah.
Good stuff. I like it. And how does he keep his dangler warm?
Well, he's wearing pants.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Okay, take care, guys. I shall see you one.
Okay.
Bye, Gary.
See you later.
See you later.
I didn't drop it on purpose. It was just the laptop died this time, so.
It's alright.
Take
We believe.
I don't believe him.
Well, some of us are more trusting.
It's true. I shall see you later.
See you, bye.
Hello.
You bye.
Right, I'll put it off live now because I forgot. Bye bye.
Bye.